You sure you want to do this? I thought we canceled him.
I mean, he was out there hugging up on the ASAP mob.
Could y'all stop this shit, son?
Stop what?
Could y'all stop this shit?
Stop what?
Come on, son. Come on, son. Come on, son.
What you talking about?
Yo, this nigga ass is in my seat, son.
His ass
That's
is
what
in
asses
those
is
seats.
supposed
Yo,
to
man, I ain't fucking with this shit, son.
Asses are supposed to
I'm
be in
not fucking
seats.
with that shit, son.
Don't
I'm
you
not
like
here for
asses
that.
in the seats?
I'm not
You're
here for
here
that.
to get
Can we
asses
have
in
a-
seats.
Can I
You
say,
at Caroline's all weekend. You want asses in all those seats in that comedy
can we get a serious conversation?
club. No.
No, let's have a serious
This is
conversation.
serious.
That's not serious. Get it away from me, son. Get it away from me, son.
What's up,
You
man?
know, and it look used.
Happy
nigga.
New Year.
Yo, this the only ass got envy's complexion
Happy
in it,
New
son.
Year.
I don't need nothing from you, son.
Happy New
I don't need nothing from you, son.
You just slapped
Get
his
that
ass.
shit out of here,
You
son.
just slapped
I
his
punched
ass.
the
You
ass.
just
It's a
smacked my
difference,
ass.
nigga.
Nah, you smacked my
It's
ass.
a difference between.
You just smacked my
No,
ass.
I said
Smack it again.
Oh yeah. What is you talking about, son?
I
Don't play
like
that.
it rough, Donnell.
Brooklyn all day. Yee.
Hi.
Please, can you tell me how you deal with this shit?
I
Please.
don't.
Please is sorry and please is the same shit. You know what? I knew this interview. Come on, man. Come on, bro. You got too many white friends in your life.
What is all this?
You got too many white friends in your life. When you was dark skinned, you would have never did this shit, son. When you was dark skinned, you
His
turned
balls is in
light.
your
Now
face
you
now.
all comfortable with testicles and ass being in your face, son.
You from Brooklyn.
I know him, and guess what? I'm from
You know what
Brooklyn.
Biggie said?
What he
You
said?
look so good, I suck on your daddy's dick.
You know what? And you tried to explain that to have some type of reason on why you would gift a motherfucker that. You know what I'm saying? And Biggie said it in one song. You said every mother day.
Biggie
Booty,
also
booty,
said-
booty, 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 booty.
Donnell's here, by the way. Morning, everybody. We had a breakfast
I
club.
didn't know what was going on.
Donnell was here. The other day, Donnell was doing a live, and Charlamagne and I tried to join in on his live, and then he blocked us. Why'd you
Wow.
block us?
Yo, I'm just saying, son. Y'all trying to talk and don't want me to talk, son.
Donnell, what is that? What is that in front of you?
I want to
That's
know.
what RZA needed on the Joe Rogan podcast.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Y'all
what
don't
RZA needed. Every time he wanted to say something, here go Donnell.
We just want to know why, when you was on live, you blocked us.
The reason why I blocked y'all, because y'all did that suspect shit again, son.
All we did was we wanted you to have a vegan diet.
No, you put emojis, son. What man do
I
emojis?
put eggplant emojis.
No, you did.
and tossed
You did a
salad
whole paragraph.
emojis.
You the only thing I know do a paragraph of emojis, son.
I want you to eat better.
And you didn't send. You sent it to a man, son. People send emojis, but it's to a girl. You sent 8 paragraph of emojis.
So you've never sent me the yellow eyes. You've never
What
sent
you
me that
said, Ed, you
yellow.
had a question for me?
You never sent me the.
Hold
All
on,
right.
son. I'm gonna
Well,
get the yak ready.
too bad.
I knew what y'all was gonna do. Fuck that, nigga. I
You
came
never sent me the
prepared.
yellow
I
eyes
came prepared.
with the hearts.
I came prepared.
You sent me the hard eyes before.
I ain't sent. There we go. We back.
That's right. Spray something on that
All right, all
ass.
seriousness.
You know how when you in the club and girls be twerking and the smoke be all on their ass? Spray something on that ass, Donnell.
No look, son. What you saying again, son? I'm not doing it with y'all today, son.
Now,
doing
Donnell,
with this?
before we get started, I have a very serious question to ask
I don't want to
you.
answer serious questions. I'm not here for that.
I do. It's
I
very
don't do serious
serious.
questions that good. You know that.
Now, Donnell,
I don't trust you.
On Revolt, you had
Right.
your Man on the Street segment, right?
Yeah.
Me and you spoke about this. I said, Donnell, this would be amazing
Right.
if we do these Man on the Street questions, put you on Revolt every
Right.
morning.
Right.
Then you just stopped sending clips.
You know why I stopped
I
sending
don't think
clips?
that.
I'll tell you why.
I don't think that. I don't think that. I got any answers from the Joe Rogan podcast when RZA was on there,
Listen,
and there was a lot of good questions Joe was asking RZA, and every time RZA would try to answer them,
Donnell Rawlings
would interrupt. That's
Can
why
I
we call him
explain?
the old dirty
See,
interrupter.
This is what you don't understand. It's called interruption. It's
Did
called-
you let RZA explain?
No, what I did was I added to the conversation. See, and I understand you as an interviewer. Sometimes you interview people and you being so in awe, like, oh, you be all excited, like, oh, you grab your chest, like, oh. I don't do that. And the reason why, when I had the RZA interview, a lot of things in his life I felt was parallel to my life. So it wasn't.
You and RZA don't got nothing in common, Donnell.
Can I explain what we have in common?
Donnell, before you get to that, can you
need
answer?
some?
Can you answer the question?
Do you need some?
What happened with your revolt clips?
I'll tell you what happened in Revolt, and I'll be totally honest. When I first started doing the Revolt stuff, right, and you told me, you said, Donnell, this is an opportunity. You turn it to your inner white girl. Donnell, this is an opportunity. You can extend your brand. It'll be a great platform. And the reason why I stopped doing it because ain't none of you motherfuckers support it.
Did you ever send it to us to post?
I posted. I'm not the producer. That's your producer.
Did he say he didn't like him?
What?
Yeah, did he say he didn't like him?
Man, ain't no way did he say that.
Bro, he did.
I got lit in St. Bart's with Diddy. He liked him.
And then Envy was like, but Diddy, you said can't stop, won't stop. He was like, nah, stop that shit. That shit ain't what it is.
This is what I'm trying to say.
I can't take this with that.
The reason
with that
why,
butt in your
with
face.
anything, and it was a scheduling thing, and then sometimes you need the incentive. And I told you, and this is what I explained to Breakfast Club. Y'all wouldn't post me on y'all YouTube page. It was like I was non-existent.
I didn't follow you. I just
what?
started following you. I didn't know you posted it.
So you wanted positive reinforcement.
If I would have had this as my profile picture, you would have. Oh,
go make it.
Nigga, what the fuck is
you flipped that shit like you did it before, nigga. Oh shit! Now smack it, flip it, rub it down, Donnell.
All right,
Donnell, you flipped that shit with ease just now, my brother. Woo!
You sure did.
Shit! One-handed that shit.
One-handed flip.
Man.
Slap it up, rub it down.
You posed for it, nigga. You posed for it.
No, that ain't really mine.
Yes, it is,
No,
son.
it's not.
You posed for it. You set a massage chair and just say, do what you got to do, son. You set a massage table and said, it don't matter. Let's just get it. He deserved this ass.
So you're a comedian.
All this.
What did you think when he gave me that? What did you think when he gave me that ass?
What I thought was, come on, man. What I thought was, first off, I was like, okay, this is what I thought. All right, first off, somebody can give you a gift like this, right? And it would be like, I feel good about it. But the thing that upset me the most was the excitement in your face when you opened this.
Did you see him fingering it?
You was like, no, he did like you, son. He did like you when you been in your interviews. He was like, he got excited.
He lotioned it.
It's just too much.
It looks a little ashy. So if that was your ass, how would you lotion it?
It ain't gonna be. I don't answer questions like that, son.
Why not?
That's the trick. That's the lotion I do. I will take some.
No, I want you to lotion the ass though.
Nah, I'm not doing that.
Gotta lotion the ass, man.
You got your fans. I got my. The streets told me y'all was gonna do this. I got on the phone. I talked to the streets. They made about a
lotion.
I will take that.
There you go.
Yeah, the streets are mad about.
You gonna put it on the ass?
Nah, I ain't gonna do that.
You got
son.
extra. You should just rub a little bit.
Them the hidden areas.
I know you fuck with lotion, son.
All right.
That's
I
all
need to drink
brand
more
for
water.
you.
The streets told me. You know what's so fucked up about this, Charlamagne, our history? We were on an MTV show, was probably one of the highest rated MTV shows.
MTV2 for sure.
MTV2
Guy Code.
It was called Guy Code.
Lot of good people came from that.
This is the thing that I don't understand. Guy Code was a show, encouraged like manhood, masculinity, and stuff like that, right? As soon as he get off the show, he violated every code.
What you mean? What is masculinity? What is that
Guy
construct
Code.
called
A man
masculinity?
should never get his ass, a sculpture of his ass, and give it to his friend. Guy Code.
I never saw
A man
that.
should have. All right, you know what?
That was never on Guy Code. Look at it jiggle, Donnell. Look, Donnell.
Man, I'm just trying to be in a better place peacefully on the inside, man. I came here. I didn't want this. I came here. You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to do something nice, and I had some gestures. I bought some gifts. I know it's
No,
not,
you didn't.
Yes, I did. First off, this gift right here, don't touch it.
Did you bring RZA any gifts? That's what you need to send some gifts. You
It
need to
fell
send
apart
RZA some
already.
gifts.
It's broke. This is called creative art.
You need to send RZA some gifts.
Last time you brought your book, that was
I bought this.
it was a pamphlet. You just gonna throw me on the floor?
Why do you hate gay people, Donnell?
I never said I hated gay. My brother gay, nigga. I love my brother. Him and 2 other gay niggas. That's it. No, I'm just joking. I'm just joking. I ain't got no whole flock of gay dudes I mess with like you, son. You go outside, they be like, yas, yas.
That's right.
Yas.
I love everybody.
All right, that was for the studio. And
Okay.
I got y'all. Well, Here.
The only reason we keeping that up is because Nipsey's on it.
All right, and that's the reason why.
If Nipsey wasn't on there, I would knock it down.
Oh, Donnell, you got hoodies?
This is for you, Charlamagne.
Oh, you cheating. You bought everybody dead up here because you know that I was going to throw this stuff in the trash. Rest in peace, Bob Marley.
I just wanted to say it was an
That's
idea.
nice.
And this one.
Biggie, I want the Biggie joint.
No,
Biggie said he fucked RuPaul before he fucked 4 women. So let me get the
This
Biggie.
is for Ye.
Yes. Why is it
And this is-
Pinocchio?
Yo, y'all, how y'all gonna just
I'm asking him, saying thank you.
Yo, why you got your hand out there? I'm not throwing an ass over
I'm
this.
confused. Why is there a Smurf on mine?
I mean, this is art right here. My man Voodoo did that. And listen, and
Donnell.
I got a special gift for you.
Donnell.
You're gonna be excited about this.
Why you on it?
Serge Ibaka sent you these.
Let me
son.
see.
Gray sweatpants.
Hey, he's still. Yo, I just touched this nigga nuts. Get this shit away from here, son. Yo, and he said,
nuts?
it is some ski. Yo, you so disrespectful, son. And it is.
Hold on. Hold the pants to me, Donnell.
And it's skeeted
Hold the
in
pants to
too.
me. I want y'all to
I'm
ass
not
fuck in
doing
the
none of that.
pants. Come on, man.
This how they get you, son. This how they get you, son. This how they get you.
Hold on.
What is that?
What is this you put in?
That
here?
ain't mine. That's somebody else though.
This is a double XL. Who's
Nah.
a double XL?
Donnell, how did you feel when you heard Biggie say he'd fuck RuPaul before he sleep with Escape?
I felt like that was a rap. First off, don't try to make no excuses, son. That's what it sounds like you trying to do.
Who's this coat
And we
for?
had this come.
Oh shit,
That's my
Donnell.
coat. Yo.
Donnell, you can't tell me that shit.
Yo, son, we ain't doing this today, son. Shit out of here, son. Fucking no homo.
Donnell, you throw that
Yo,
ass.
white dude caught it.
Donnell, you just
caught it in the ass,
Donnell,
son.
yo,
How you catch it in
I'ma
the
tell you
ass,
something.
son?
People like the way you throw that ass, Donnell.
No, your people like my people don't like that.
Threw
son.
that ass back,
your
bro.
people like that.
You threw that ass
your
like you
mental
did it
health
before.
people like that. Your anxiety.
You threw that
niggas.
ass like you did it before.
Your anxiety people like that, son. Yeah, you let them bring you into this. You let them. Yo, I can't believe this, man.
Oh, yo,
I can't believe this,
shit,
man.
Donnell.
My mind's telling me no.
Yo, you've been singing a lot of R. Kelly this morning. Stop.
Well,
I'm
Donnell,
stuck, okay.
we appreciate you for joining us this morning, man. I think you're gonna be at Caroline's this weekend or something
Nah,
like
nigga,
that.
you talking to me some more, son. I ain't
For
going
what?
Nowhere. Well, I'm a star.
You ain't got no more gifts. Ain't nothing else to talk to you about.
Set up my own
What is
podcast.
Ain't nothing else to talk to you about, Mr. Rawlings.
I'm through about. Let me get my own podcast.
Donnell's looking up his own mic.
Throw my ass back.
Yo, they trying to kick me
We got
out.
a
Y'all
special
make sure
guest
y'all
for you
go
on your
live.
podcast.
Y'all go live.
Let me get throw my ass back
go
down.
live.
We got a special
Sorry.
guest on Donnell Rawlings podcast. What's the name of your podcast?
Don't throw that. You're gonna knock
Donnell
him out.
Rawlings show.
The Donnell Rawlings show. What's the white girl that be on there with you?
Kate Quigley.
She funny.
Okay, she. Yo, come on, man. What you doing, bro?
He's a special guest.
What's going on?
He's a special
Yo.
guest. You interview the ass for your
Y'all see
podcast.
what's happening right now, right? They about to try to kick me out the studio. Heard?
I'm chilling.
Heard? Look at all the white people right there behind them. Behind them.
Donnell, it's on you.
And he be wearing all them goddamn HBU shirts and number white people work here. Where the niggas at? Where the niggas is at, son? Where the N-words at, son? Can we talk about something serious?
Yes.
No, what do you want to talk
I tried.
Y'all don't even prepare for me.
No, we
about? No,
don't.
we don't.
No.
Yo, y'all
Did you prepare for RZA when he came to the Joe Rogan podcast?
I did not.
Or was your game plan just to interrupt him the whole time? You know what's so bad about that? Donnell
did
already
not-
did his own podcast.
I did.
And stuck around for RZA just to interrupt him the whole time.
No, I didn't interrupt him. Take this off. This is what people talk about. You interrupted. And the people that say that don't understand how black people communicate. You ever been in a barbershop? And the person that gets to speak the most is the person that's the loudest.
Right.
You go to a black barbershop, you're around black people, they don't be like this. And now, in the interview, it's your turn to speak. You have to be aggressive to get in the conversation.
But your
You had to
It
be
wasn't your
over.
interview.
Your interview was over though.
Joe Rogan told me to stay.
I
didn't want to be
He meant
there.
just to kick it, not to talk.
Donnell, no, don't
That's
say.
how I kick it.
Donnell, don't say you didn't want to be there. That's just rude.
And no, it's not rude. I'm telling you. And I have to agree with you. I wanted.
You pushed your flight
You
back.
did want to be there.
You pushed your flight
I
back.
wanted to be there.
So why did you just say you didn't want to be there?
Why don't you let me answer the question?
Did you let RZA answer any
I
questions?
know what people ask you all the time. Can I just
Go ahead.
the reason why I wanted to be there, but the reason I didn't want to be there because I had been on the road for like six days. I hadn't seen my son in 6 days.
Okay.
And I had to catch a red eye. Yo, son, get off my shit, man.
Charlamagne,
Go ahead.
who's funnier?
Go ahead,
or
Donnell.
Duval?
Come on, man. Don't ask no dumb questions.
Duval
like that.
by far.
All right, that's your friend. Okay. What else you supposed to say, son? Then Amanda Seals is the funniest female comedian that's walking the earth right now. I know
She's
you got
very
different-
funny.
She is funny.
She's funny.
Why you acting like I never said you was top 5? Donnell, I said you was the top 3
You
comedian.
didn't say that. You was
a
forced.
liar. You know I did.
You was forced to say it. You didn't want to say
That
it.
is not true.
You came to my
Donnell,
show.
can you stay on track here?
Yes. Okay.
So now you were talking about you
The
did
reason-
want to be there, but you hadn't seen Austin.
I wanted to be there. You know, to have a conversation, just to meet Riz. In passing, I seen him, we were doing Chappelle show. But I wanted to be there, but it was a question. It was I had an option like stay for RZA or go see my son. And I told Joe, I said, man, I would love to meet RZA. I want to stay, but I haven't seen my son in a while. I'm going home. So
Michael Blackson is mad
I'm trying
funny.
to leave.
Michael Blackson is hilarious.
Can you tell these clowns to stay
Michael
focused?
Blackson is hilarious as a
Hilarious.
motherfucker.
If you like African accents, man, I could do that.
And he in the movie, he go and coming to America. He got a talking part too, not like Donnell and Spider-Man.
Yep. And he probably not going to have a voice in one of what's going to be big Pixar's biggest animation of the summer called Soul. The first time Pixar had a black person as a lead of a Pixar film.
So you're the lead
With
in a
Questlove,
Pixar film?
I'm not in there. I'm a little bit
So
in
what
there.
does that
I'm a little bit.
So
I'm
why
a little
did you-
bit. You
hold
talking
on,
about coming to
Donnell,
America. Nigga,
why
I'm
did you
talking
just
about
sell that
Pixar.
like you were
Word
the
of mouth, you
lead?
sold that like you was the star of that shit, yo.
So yeah, like that. Like you in it.
You need to, come on, Donnell. You better than that. Because you act like I have not said that you one of the best stand-up comics in America today.
Okay.
I said that 3 years ago.
All right, this is what I'm gonna do.
I said that I went to a Chappelle show and Donnell bodied it better than Chappelle. Not his new shit though. His new shit is killer.
What I'm gonna do is I'm answering two questions at the same time. All right. Your question was, how did I feel and like leaving there? And I wanted to leave, but I didn't. I was like, I'm going to leave. I was like, Joe, I would love to be here, but I'm going to leave. I want to see my son. And I was like, this Wu-Tang is forever, but my son is forever, ever. So I'm leaving out. RZA pulls up, and the first thing he said, "What's up, Ashy Larry? You funny motherfucker."
And
in that moment,
you got googly-eyed.
in that moment,
you got googly-eyed, and you was like, "Yo, you know what? I'm
In that-
gonna stay with you, RZA."
In that moment, I said, and when RZA said, "What's up, Ashy Larry? You funny motherfucker?" In that moment, I said, "Man, fuck my son. Wu-Tang is forever."
Don't ever
And I
say
went,
fuck your son.
You
That
know,
sounds
in a way,
terrible,
not like that. Not a bad way.
Donnell.
My son know I motherfucking love him, but that's what made me turn around,
Okay.
and the excitement from the first podcast made me stay for that one. Was I
So
excited?
you was excited for Joe Rogan and excited for the RZA, and you said, "Fuck
No, I
your
wasn't
son
excited
for the
for that. I
RZA."
was excited for my podcast because Joe Rogan said he was going to produce the podcast. Joe Rogan is the biggest name in comedy podcast, period. He said he's
Joe
going to
Rogan's
produce.
funny too.
He's very funny.
Yeah. I think he's just a tad bit funnier than you.
Okay,
Just
you
a
know
little
what? For
bit.
everybody you want to say, yo, Charlamagne, for everybody you want to say, everybody you name out of your mouth, you ask them about me and what they're going to say. They're going to say what it took you years to understand that I'm a beast on that stage. Now, to answer your question, I
Yes.
just answered your question.
Donnell,
Yeah.
is
Well,
Joe
you forgot
Rogan
the
still
second
producing
question.
your podcast?
No,
Or-
he's not producing.
So after that, he
I thought he
decided not-
funded it.
No, he didn't. What you need funding for?
The streets told me Joe Rogan funded your podcast.
No, Joe Rogan, he don't need to fund
I
it.
thought you
Well,
just
that's your
said he
daddy.
said he wanted to produce your
Oh,
He did
podcast.
the first episode.
Oh shit, son.
I'm confused.
Oh, shit,
So let's do
son.
this. Let's do this, guys.
Oh,
Let's
shit,
do this.
son.
Didn't you just
Why don't
say
we
he
write
said
our questions
shit,
down?
son.
Let's
Oh,
do this.
shit, son.
Why don't we write
Oh,
our
shit,
questions
son.
down? Son, I almost bought you a contour kit, but they was out of them, son. I know,
Donnell, I'm confused. But Donnell, you just
I know
said-
you contour.
you just
I
said
know
Joe
you the only
Rogan-
nigga in the history of hip hop to wake up and say flawless. Yo, who says flawless? No filter, nigga. That's a filter. Your whole life is a filter, son.
But
I'm
Donnell,
not
you
gonna
just
lie.
said that Joe
Andrew
Rogan
Schultz
said he was
has
going to
much better
produce your
makeup
podcast.
jokes, yo.
Yo,
Andrew Schultz has
just
much better
confused.
jokes about me wearing makeup, yo.
all right, Angela, what was your question again?
So you just said initially Joe Rogan was going to produce your podcast.
No, Joe, what I said was, maybe I wasn't clear, was when I was in that room, I said, okay, would you produce my first episode? That's what I said.
Just the first episode.
the first episode. That's
I
all.
heard Joe Rogan say, "Donnell, you should do a podcast," and you was like, "Please, will you produce it for me?" I heard the episode.
Okay,
son.
first off, I heard your diction change when you was on this show. You
That
don't
is
talk.
not true.
You ain't have no hip hop in your voice when you was on Joe. Every time he said something, you was like, "I'm sorry, beg your pardon." You was a different person, son.
That never
You
happened.
you represent a person who had no mental illness. And okay, and what was your question
can't
again?
with Donnell, yo.
Yes, you can.
All right.
Yes, you can. Yes, you
So
can.
then after the show, RZA was very happy with the interview that you
Yeah,
guys
he
did
was.
together.
No, he wasn't. He was just being nice.
Okay, and let me tell you too, he was being nice to the tune of, he said on the show that he was gonna give me some beats for my podcast. He said, if I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do something. And then everybody was giving me a lot of feedback, like, you ruined the podcast, you ruined the podcast.
That was actual
No, it's not. I ain't
constructive
answered.
criticism. The streets was being honest with you.
Well, first off, you don't even know where is the streets.
Miss Pat is so funny.
You got
Miss Pat-
cul-de-sac energy
I
now,
think Miss
son.
Pat funnier than Donnell. What do you think?
Ask them. Don't ask me.
I
Ask them.
think Miss Pat. You know who's mad funny?
Miss Pat, ask them what I did on the Degenerates. Let's talk about
Flame-
that. Hello?
Flame Monroe.
Hello?
Flame Monroe was
I
good.
know
Flame
you
Monroe
love
funny.
Flame Monroe. I know you love that. Flame Monroe ain't even got to tell no jokes. You'd be like, ha, you old shit.
I saw it at Degenerates. My favorite joke was when you bent over and you told Jussie Smollett to come in you.
That's not what I said.
That's exactly what you said. That's exactly what you
Did you
said.
say that?
Everybody got Netflix.
Donnell, you said that?
Everybody got Netflix. You bent over and you pointed at your ass and you told Jussie Smollett to come in you.
I'm gonna let you exhaust yourself.
What was the joke?
The joke was this.
The
joke was I talked about Lil Nas. I talked about how Lil Nas came out. Lil Nas X, how he came out, and I supported him because he didn't hide. He was honest about it, and he basically told the internet to get the fuck out of here. And I said that Lil Nas is gangster gay. I say he's the type of gay niggas I fuck with, figuratively speaking. Don't get excited, right? and that's what I said. I said he's the gangster gay. I said Lil Nas is everything Jussie Smollett wanted to be, the gay Tupac. Crowd was like, oh, too soon. I was like, really? I said he was like, come in.
No. What did you do, Donnell? What was the action that go with the joke?
I mean, I acted it out. So
you turned around. You turned around. You bent over. And you did like you said, come in. Look, Donnell, look. Come in.
And guess what? And even if I said that, you freeze framed it and played it in slow motion, son, to make yourself feel good. You don't want to answer questions from the streets. And the streets say enough is enough, Charlamagne. Enough is enough. I went to Brownsville up there. They said, never buy another book, son, if you ever do another booty talk, son.
Niggas ain't reading in Brownsville.
Why would you say that? That's not true.
Oh.
That is definitely not true.
Oh, this sound like some Lonnie Love shit right here, son. Yo, he just Lonnie loved it.
Lonnie Love.
You about to get dragged, son. You about to get dragged.
A lot of people from Brownsville come to my book club. They definitely read.
Right.
So let's not put
and a lot
that
of people from Brownsville.
The Ville.
Who are your friends, Charlamagne? I just want to say, who are your friends? And I approached one of your closest friends and got Wax, right?
Okay.
And I looked at him, right? And first off, if Wax don't smack you for doing another booty joke, he need to turn his Timbs in, son.
What's wrong with booty jokes?
He need to turn his Timbs
You
in.
bent over on Netflix and told Jussie Smollett to come in you.
Tell Wax to wear hard bottoms if he's going to support you and your antics. And all I said was, what's up with your man? And he said, nigga, I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know when your man throw their hands up like, I ain't got no, that's him, son.
Well, Donnell, we appreciate you for joining us.
I'm not leaving. I'm not going nowhere, son.
You and the ass can stay here all day.
Oh, I got you. And I got you. That to you. Because you represent Brooklyn.
Thank you. I represent Brooklyn. I seen his hat. I was like, I hope this is for me.
So moving forward, if you haven't seen Netflix Degenerates, which is a very good show. It started last year. Had some top names on it. This year we did it again.
I don't think you should have did it.
20 minutes. And I beat the room up.
I don't think you should
And
have
if you're not concerned about that, if you want to see what Charlamagne is in such denial about, make sure you check me out on the Martin Lawrence. Did you talk to him about that? Martin Lawrence lit as fuck to it. Did you talk about that?
Yeah,
you don't talk about that.
Martin said.
Why you didn't talk to Will Smith for no booty shit?
Martin said we did. We put the booty in Will's hands. Will ain't homophobic like you. Will held that booty up.
I'm not homophobic. I'm homosensitive. I don't know what's under homophobic. What's right under homophobic, that's me.
That's you.
Yeah, I'm right there. Y'all niggas
now we talked about
Okay, so listen. Okay, so homophobia is here. You right under there, right there, right there. You
this
right
nigga,
you
testicle. He is nuts, literally and figuratively speaking.
What does your brother think about all this?
About what?
About just the whole butt thing, and what does your brother, being that your brother's gay, he used to have a crush on Charlamagne?
My brother ain't this type of gay. He ain't that type of gay. You know what I'm saying? Like he just not that. He ain't giving nobody no butt gifts.
What you mean giving niggas real butt?
That's what I was about to say. You didn't give me a chance. But this prank shit, if you gonna be about it, and he has come, he knows who he is. You, my friend, are still confused. You're still confused, son. And I want to get to the bottom of it, but you don't want to talk about that.
So you want to be a bottom?
Next question. What were you saying?
So you want to be the bottom?
Next question.
Now, did you see all the, since you talked about degenerates, you saw there was some controversy over some comments from one of the comedians on the show, right?
What was the controversy?
They pulled up a podcast and he had told a joke. Well, I don't know.
Man, you really trying to make small talk with
Donnell. It wasn't a joke.
Right.
But basically he talked about a situation where he had sex with a woman. The woman thought she was having sex with Carlos Mencia. Turns out it was him, and she didn't find out until 15 minutes into it. And he's telling the story like it's a real story.
Right.
And they came for him because you can't do that, right? You can't trick somebody into having sex with you and you're the wrong person. And they realize...
This is real life. This is not a joke. This is real life.
This is him telling the story on a podcast.
Yeah.
And the podcast, I think, was a few years ago. It came back up. They pulled the clip back up. He's on the show. the degenerates. And so there was a lot of people protesting and saying they weren't going to watch the show. Now he's saying the whole thing, he just made the story up.
Well, people with comedy nowadays, people are going to protest anything. People are trying to really dilute what comedy is supposed to be and what comedy is supposed to stand for. Comedy is supposed to be, stand-up comedy in particular. It's the last truth that we have. Dave Chappelle even said it. He said when we were working in L.A., he told the comedians, he said, you know, and I know he like this part, he said, now this is time for comedians to really grab their balls because it's our job to make fun of all the bad things that are happening. But to answer your question about people and their opinions, I think people and their opinions should stay out of comedy. At the end of the day, you choose who you want to go see. If a person sees me on the bill or whatever, it's not like, okay, we're going to go, this is going to be a surprise. You can Google me. You can find out what my history is. You can find out what type of comedy that I do. But most people that protest comedy shows, they go to walk out. They're just waiting for the trigger word. But thanks to specials like Bill Burr's special, thanks to Dave Chappelle's special, Sticks and Stones, is letting you know that this is what comedy is supposed to be. And comedy is supposed to be you and your authentic voice and your perspective and your point of view on life, and you do that in a humorous way. That's what comedy's supposed to be.
That's why I respect your coming me joke.
Next question.
And you know Eddie Murphy is talking.
But you would be a man to bend over and tell Justin Smollett to come in you. That take a lot of balls,
you'd
bro.
You'd be a horrible comedian. You did the same joke 3 times.
I'm just telling you, I respect it.
But you know
I respect what you did.
When Martin was here, we did talk about the comedy show. And he did talk about up-and-coming comedians.
He said young. He said young.
Y'all laughed, and I was like, oh, they're going to come at me. He said, I got something.
He said young, so I didn't know he was young.
But this is what he didn't. This is what y'all didn't understand when he said young. And I understand when people, their first impression be like, oh, this is going to be some comedians 2021. But you have some comedians out there that are older that have a young energy. You have comedians out there that still connect with a young audience. And that's what I am. I'm probably one of the oldest guys on that tour, but pound for pound, one of the funniest motherfuckers up there too. And I don't think
why your name ain't big on the flyer?
Because Martin Lawrence's name is the biggest on the flyer. My name ain't got to be. I don't give a fuck about shit like that, Charlamagne. What I care about is when I get up the stage, how people gonna feel.
It should be one of the first though. Like Jack Thriller's before you.
Jack Thriller's not on his tour, son.
Yes, he is. Yes, the fuck he is.
He definitely texted me and asked me could he come up here to talk about the tour, and I did see the flyer.
And I'm not disrespecting him. I like Jack Thriller, but
he is on it.
When they did the first rollout, he wasn't a part of it. But if he is, more power to him. But I know
I think he's gonna kill you.
Yeah, his name before you. He's funny though.
What?
Jack Thriller's funnier than you.
I think he's gonna kill you on that.
It's not a competition, right, Donnell?
Yes, it is. Damn right, it's a competition.
You know why there's no competition?
Why?
Because there's no competition.
Woo.
Oh shit.
Bars.
Woo.
Now, Donnell.
And I don't compete with no other comedian. I compete with myself. And if me feeling good, like I can rock with the best of them out there. It don't matter.
If there's 12 people on the stage on a tour, where's the best slot you think? Like, where would you want to be if there's 12 comedians going?
Well, if it's 12
Martin
comedians
said
going,
Donnell opens.
I'm answering a serious question. What was the question, Glenn?
No, he did say that. He said that you're bringing them out.
When you see the list of 12, that's the entire group of people that's going to be on the
tour. But
tour.
I'm saying some people want to be last, but do you think sometimes by the end people are kind of like dragging?
And that's why you by a person's resume, by when you see them situations where they had to define the moments, everybody can't go last. I'll give you an example. J.B. Smooth, who's a funny comedian.
Hilarious.
Talented comedic actor, whatever. But he had a lineup in Atlanta. And JB's not in the trenches. He's not in the hood spots working out. For the most part, the shows that he do is mainstream. I'm not saying it's easy audience, but it's not people that are half the audience like they can't wait for you to fall or slip.
We editing all this,
I'm answering Angela Yee's question. Like, I think, and everybody was being critical of JB, but I don't think it was a good idea to have JB close the show when you got D. Ray Davis, you got Michael Blackson. You know what I'm saying? You got these other people that's all they do is black rooms. They condition for that. They don't have to make an argument for that. They don't have to be like, well, my comedy is intellectual. And I think that was put in the wrong place.
You trying to sound smart right now, son?
Thank you, Angela, for giving me the opportunity to really have a conversation. But it all depends on the lineup. Some people are good guys to start the show off. Some people, you can put them like utility players. You can put them anywhere on the field. But usually you want to have your strongest act for the last. Usually,
what position do you play, you think?
I'm a utility player. I open for Dave. I close on my shows.
So what position is that, though?
I go in the
tight
middle.
end?
It's called a bad nigga. It's about to rock the stage. That's what it is.
Okay.
You can put me on any part of the lineup. I really believe that I'm going to do well. But Some people prefer to open it up because the crowd is fresh.
All right, man.
I've been in.
Yeah, it's time to go, man.
You know what?
Appreciate you
yo,
for joining
you know
us,
what?
man.
Guess what, guys?
Nobody care about this shit.
Will you stay?
I'll stay with you, Donnell.
Y'all leaving?
We out.
Yeah,
all
we
right,
out.
me and Yee.
Finish so we done.
Bye.
We gonna edit all.
I thought y'all was leaving.
None of this shit making the air.
When we come back, we got rumors on the way, so don't move, guys.
Why are you still here?
Keep the
It's the
cameras
Breakfast
rolling.
Club.
Caroline's this weekend. Nick, you
Keep
can
the
bounce
camera
too if you want.
Nobody wants to leave. Nobody wants to leave.
I'm
We out, we
leaving.
out.
Bye.
Excuse me.
Bye.
Excuse me, Donnell.
Thank you.
Nick, you can leave too if you want to. Nick, I know you don't want to do this shit no more.
Take your sweatpants, nigga. So, what was your question?
You ain't have to take that ass, though.
What was the question? Close the door, please, guys. Thank you. And what were you saying, Angela Yee? Oh, they don't want. We not still recording? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm so happy they gone. Oh
My God.
How do you do it? How do you do it? How do you maintain, and you in here with a mental health motherfucker, how do you keep your mental health straight? They're gone. Close the door.
Lock it.
Okay, if you didn't have recorders, I got to rewind this.
All right.
Thank God they're gone. How do you deal with this?
So, Donnell, let's get back to Caroline's because you are there this weekend.
Yes.
It is Martin Luther King weekend.
Yeah.
So
I had a
that's-
dream that I sold out all these shows, too.
And I definitely could see that happening.
Yes.
Donnell.
I love you. I really love you. You know that.
I know.
I mean, in a very, this is no jokes.
No, we've been friends for a really long time.
No, I really, really love you. And even you come at me sometimes, too. And I understand that, but I understand it's always...
in a loving way.
It's in a loving way.
Like,
It's very
honestly,
disrespectful. You're very disrespectful for me.
When am I disrespectful?
When are you disrespectful? When I did a lip service and you told everybody that listened to the show that my dick was trash.
You said it.
I did?
Yes.
Okay, how
You
was the
said your
question
dick
again?
was trash.
How was the question again?
As a matter of fact, we're going to insert that here.
Right.
So
No,
yes,
I didn't say it was trash. I said so maybe 1 to 2 times it was trash.
Right, so that means your dick was trash.
No, you can't. All the pussy out there, you can't. 2 bad incidents just make that my record. That ain't my record.
Donnell, you think in general women would say that you're good in bed?
100%.
98,
100%.
98%?
No, 100%. 99%.
What-
With the curve to the left.
What makes you good?
I know. First off, what makes me good is that usually before I have good sex with a woman, I've already had sex with her brain. I'm already got her mentally into it. And once you get a woman mentally into it, then that's half the battle.
What does that mean, dirty talk?
No, it's not. Mind sex, it doesn't have to be about talking about active sex. It could be a conversation. It could be an inspiring conversation. It could be a motivating conversation. It could be a conversation that makes you really get in tune and in touch with that person. And once you get in tune...
Give us an example. Like, what's an inspiring...
Boring.
Inspiring...
Give me my fucking bag.
You got a young lady...
You don't know when to get off the stage. The red light been on, nigga.
You don't know when to leave the building, nigga. I thought y'all was gone.
I'm leaving
Anyway,
right now. I'm closing my shit up.
All right. Okay, you don't want to
Give us your inspirational, motivational...
No, I'm saying like
mindset.
Niggas don't come to you for motivation, nigga.
Yes, they do. Believe it or not. And they usually come for motivation after they listen to you for an hour, son. They need some help. You really putting your jacket on, Envy?
We getting the fuck out of here. Nigga, you came in here
Yo,
smoking.
y'all left. Yo.
Niggas was laughing and shit.
You know
now
what?
you in here talking about all
You
types
know
of
what?
shit nobody
You
wants to hear
know
about
what
that.
y'all just did?
Nah, man, fuck all that.
Yo, y'all the people that quit a job and then realize it ain't that good on the outside. You be like, yeah, you know,
Nigga, I'm
I just was having a
leaving.
bad day. Leave and left. Make like a tree and leave.
You like Kanye's last 2 albums, son. We
What?
ain't need neither one of them shit.
And you like,
Excuse me.
And you like Kanye fall off that horse, nigga. You ain't supposed to be able to ride on the horse. Okay, Angela Yee, you know what? We're going to continue this conversation.
On lip service?
On lip service.
Gee,
I'd love to do that.
Nobody
do me
feels
favors.
sorry for you.
You know what? People don't do me favors, guys, but twins.
You said butt.
Butt twins.
You don't even realize
Butt
how
twins.
many times you said butt in this interview, and I'm gonna edit it, and it's gonna be sitting there. You're gonna be sitting by that shit. Butt.
Yeah.
You don't want to play with the edit game, son. I've been bothering you on too soon, son.
Yeah, Donnell, you can move that now.
I ain't touching that shit no more.
Nigga, touch it, cause I know you want to.
Soon as there's DNA on that.
DNL.
It's DNA. This shit gonna be on First 48 in forensic science, son. And it's gonna find out that DJ Envy's visit fluids are in the inside of that.
Yo, the red light is on, yo.
All right, the red light is on. You know what? When I came here,
We'll see you at Caroline's this weekend. How many shows you got?
I got 2 shows Friday, 2 shows Saturday. La da 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 da. 2 shows Friday.
Are you gonna be funny? Because if you funny, I'll come. If you're not gonna be
Jody-
funny,
Donnell is always funny.
This is when the
Donnell
lies
is
come out.
always funny.
This is when the
Give
lies
it up
come
for
out.
Donnell.
God bless. Good night.
Good night.
That's the Breakfast Club.
Good night, nigga.
And
Night, nigga.
not only is Donnell funny, he's very honest. We appreciate you for talking about your trash dick.
My dick ain't trash. It was a couple days. I had an off day. You ain't gonna win all the time.